Hi friends, it's Star Thrifter, and I have a thrift haul to share with you today. It's a real small one. I haven't done a video for quite a long time, and I just have a small amount here to go over, and maybe some sales if I can get my other phone to work. Otherwise, it looks like it's not going to stay turned on unless it's plugged in, and I don't have a cord here. Anyhow, hopefully you've been doing really great, and we'll get right on to it. And two, I'll be talking about keywords today. And are they important? Write in the comments what you think. Do you think keywords are important to use in your title, or maybe under the theme, where under item description, or in the actual description? You've been hearing a lot about it. I'll be mentioning some of the keywords that I know, and we'll go from there. And if you could do me a favor and subscribe, I greatly appreciate that. I've been doing the YouTube videos for quite a long time on reselling, and I think it's only, I think I have around 850 subscribers, somewhere around there. And I'm trying to get to 1,000 and over. And if you could do that, I greatly appreciate it. We'll get right on to this. This first item, it's actually a pair of shoes. And I've been trying to branch out just a teeny little bit in regards to maybe picking up some other things besides just clothing. Sales have been down, and they've been down for quite a while. I started noticing it probably a little over a year ago, and then it just keeps trickling. My sales are at 50% of what they, like your 90-day total is 50% lower than what it was probably early summer, early or late spring, somewhere around there. Write in the comments how your sales are going and whether yours has dropped or not. And all we can do is just make changes and go forward from here. These are a pair of Clarks, and they didn't have a, I don't know, I tried to look it up under patent, patent leather, and I don't think I spelled it right because I was doing it really fast. I did it at the store, and the costs weren't like spectacular, but they sold decent. This pair of shoes is like new. They even still have like the sales sticker on it from like when somebody purchased it. But look at the condition of these. Aren't they beautiful? And being a very neutral color, I thought that these would sell. I have to look to see if there actually has any leather or not to them. But these are a little bit larger size. They're a size, I think like a 10 or something like that. But anyways, some of the key words that I'll be using for this pair of shoes will be mature, maybe sustainable, I don't know, and maybe office, career, corp core, professional, neutral, minimalist. Those will be like some keywords that I'll use for the shoes. This next item, I listed one of these last night. It was a striped one. And the reason I picked this up is because there used to be shirts that Patagonia made that was very similar looking to this. And it had the Patagonia logo on here. And I had heard, even if you find other brands that are different, a different brand, but maybe a similar style, sometimes that will make it sell. But this is a Henley. Henleys have been kind of popular, especially if you find like waffle knit Henleys in men or women's. It doesn't have to be a real great spectacular brand. They've been selling, been pretty popular lately. This is an LL Bean. An LL Bean, some pieces I do pick up, and especially if you get towards their, like some of their outerwear, some of those pieces sell pretty decent for quite a little bit of money. This is just a medium. Now this is a women's. The buttons are on the left hand side, and I don't remember what I priced the one last night for, maybe around 25 or something like that. I don't know what the comps were on that, but this keywords for this will be outdoor. This is actually called, because I looked it up, the style, and the best I could find, it's called a soft cotton rugby. But then I added to the title too, logo polo shirt, Henley, but outdoor, maybe camping, I don't know, hiking maybe. Those will be some like keywords. These are supposed to sell. And I don't know if I think I did a quick comp at the store, but now I don't remember. Holster has been kind of trending a little bit lately because of the Y2K 90s, but I think it's only more or less like certain styles, especially if you find the baby doll cami lace trim. They're a little bit longer sometimes. Those in some, if you get like the Abercrombie and some of them, they can sell for quite a bit of money, but I think that these sweats will do decent. Actually, they're like a jogger. And I think these are a men's medium. However, they could be women's. I'll have to do some research on this. And then I'll have to do comps. But I'll be using like 90s, Y2K, streetwear, maybe hip hop, maybe, things like along that grunge. Because for some reason, I consider grunge to look more like a grungy style where it's the old like grandpa sweaters or some of the flannels and stuff, but a lot of people use the word grunge when they're using the 90 Y2K, even if it's not like those type of styles. I've been adding that some lately. And this brand, I kind of been not picking up that much anymore, and people used to talk about it all the time. It's Denim Supply by Ralph Lauren. I've not ever done great with this brand. It sat for a really long time and it didn't sell for very much. The reason I did pick this up is because this is a 2XL and it is flannel, it is plaid, men's. And I thought maybe, now I just did some real quick comps on it on this size, and I think there was I think 89 listed and only 2 sold. That's a horrible sell-through rate. However, could be because of the size, but you would think that this would be more sought after. So hopefully that's not a dud. But keywords on this will be, classic, outdoor. I don't really call it preppy, but some things along that. I'll have to come up with some other things. This I picked up because of the style of it. This would be more of like the Y2K 90s, and this is not a brand that I would normally, pick up very much unless it was something really spectacular. It's No Boundaries, which that is not a brand to normally pick up. But look at this. Lace trim, square neck, which that kind of has been popular lately. It's got the lace trim bottom, ribbed, 90s, Y2K, grunge, whimsy goth, gothic. Those will be, some type of words that I'll be using for this little top here, and hopefully it will sell. And, I'll try to probably list it for around 25. Now, if I got 15, I'd be happy with that. This is another one that I picked up on Style Base. And this is Studio 1940, which this is not a brand to normally pick up. However, this is a size medium. But look at this. This is very much a whimsy goth like type look. It is a little cami, and it's got the lace overlay. I could put some of the other keywords would be like dark romantic, goth, whimsy goth. I'll probably still use the 90 Y2K grunge with this too. Maybe fairy, I don't know, but isn't that pretty? Date night, things like that. Romantic and dark romantic. If you see this brand, normally this can be a decent brand. And I can't remember now if this fell under the Anthropology brands, but it can sell. It doesn't sell real quick, the stuff that I list, but there's usually a lot of attention on it, and it can sell for a little bit of, decent amount. It's called John Mark. And this is a size large. And this one, because it's extremely wrinkled, I think is linen. And if it is, it's oh no, it's rayon nylon. Huh? Surprised because it's that wrinkled. But I'll have to figure out some keywords on this. It kind of that's a large. It kind of looks oversized. If it is, I'll be listing that. Maybe minimalist, mature. Some of the John Marks are like really decorative. And then at that point, you can add like, some of your keywords could be artsy, wearable art, or, things like that. I wanted to show some of the sales, but like I said, yeah, this phone is not going to stay, I guess, turned on if it's not plugged in there. But anyways, hopefully you've enjoyed this. And I will get more items to show on the next thrift haul. I wanted to go over some of the sales. But anyways, leave a comment. I'd greatly appreciate that. And if you could push the thumbs up button, I'd greatly appreciate that too. Many prosperous sales to you. Have a great day. Thank you.